How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Aftercast, the late night Transformer show, and we're actually airing at late night, so that kind of fits now, which is really cool. This is episode 63. I'm your host, Victory Saber 77. Find me Twitter and YouTube, and that is it. No Xbox Live, no PS Network, nothing else. Instagram, I don't think so. I think someone took my Instagram. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I have to look at that.
That was Josh. He went ahead and opened it up for you.
No Facebook page, no nothing, but we'll get into some introductions, get into some hauls, get into some topics. We're going to talk about not just Transformers, but whatever else comes to mind. It could be TV shows, movies. We are geeks, nerds, so we like to talk about anything and everything. So, all right, let's get into introductions. Golden Boy, you're back. It's awesome to have you here.
Oh yeah.
Carl, start us off.
I'm sure I
Hey,
can
Control.
find Twitter and Instagram at Optimus Forprez.
Dakota comes back, and here comes Charles to take
Dude,
over.
it's so ridiculous, dude. I was number one for the longest. Here comes Charles.
Nice.
Josh,
Dakota.
dude, are you laughing about that ROC thing?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
We'll tell that story. We'll tell that story after
Okay.
the. Intros.
All right. I'm Dakota. You can find me Primal Sabbath everywhere. On all things.
Dalton.
I'm Don. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Dalton and TFs.
Josh.
And you can find me G1 Hextron on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. And my Facebook page is the G1 Hextron.
Cool, and we have another show, the Cybercast, and so you should go check that out after the show here. It should be in video form.
Yep.
It's on G1 Hextron's channel, and let's see what else is there. The times have changed. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a senior moment. Been drinking a little bit too, since now we're later in the day. Got a little bit of liquor in me, so apologize for all the families out there watching. But we are now airing.
Yeah.
We're now airing the Cybercast at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on G1 X's channel, and we're obviously airing the Aftercast at 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So there you go. No more Sunday shows, unless we're doing a San Diego Comic-Con.
Dude, I'm not doing those. I'm still not going to do
You're
that.
part of the team now. The part of the team. You're not-
It's in your contract. Like you wanted that little extra bump on your vision insurance. We gave that to you, and you signed the contract.
It
so.
includes a San Diego Comic-Con, New York Toy Fair, and another big
New York
con of our
Comic-Con.
choosing.
Is it New York Comic-Con?
Both TF cons.
So there you go.
We want Tokyo Toy Show, so
There you
you
go.
have to go out there. But
So
this is all
I gotta
on
go to-
this is all on your own dime, though.
Right on. All right, let's get into some hauls here. Charles, start us off. What do you got there?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I've been running roads last couple of days trying to find something. All I've seen is Combiner Wars Megatron and Armada Megatron. That's it.
Yeah. I saw your tweet. You're still looking for Sandstorm and Springer, huh? Think
Springer,
that ship sailed.
brainstorm, but I guess they didn't even come down here.
Sorry.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
even seen the Hasbro Masterpiece Prowl. I never saw them.
So Sandstorm, Springer, and Brainstorm is what you want.
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep my eye out for you, man.
All right, appreciate it.
So actually, I think Sandstorm and Springer on Hasbro Toy Shop for like $20.
Yeah, so I think I've seen them there and on Amazon for a pretty cheap price.
Well,
There you go.
there you go. I mean, because even if you go to Walmart, if Walmart's going to charge you $25 for a Voyager, you get them on Hasbro Toy Shop, you get them for $20, and I think after a certain amount, you get free
It's
shipping.
$50 of free shipping.
So
Yeah.
you get the three, you're going to get them for about $60.
Yeah.
Unless you like the thrill of the hunt. I mean, that's what I'm kind of wanting to do with the Protector Bots, but I think I'm going to succumb and pick an e-tailer and just get them that way, because it's getting to be a pain in the butt.
Dude, I'm not about the thrill of the hunt. Like, not anymore. Never again. Like, never again will I actually track down a UPC code for anything and just call Walmart and be like, hey, you guys have this? And like, yeah, we have it. Never again.
Nice. Aren't you the one that talked to us last time about the Minicon Assault Team asking, or was that you, Josh, calling Target? It was and thought he had it or had something, but they.
Oh no, that was me because I was looking for Scoop and the Minicon Assault team.
Dude, you know I wasn't looking for the Minicon Assault team. What are you trying to pull?
I don't know. I thought it was something.
Yeah. She was like, yes, it's it's black and green, right? I was like, yeah, they are. And, she was like, we got plenty of these on the shelf. I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, a Scoop there. She goes, yeah, I got a Swoop. And I was like, no, Scoop. She goes, yeah, Swoop. So I was like, whatever. I'll just coin toss it rather. And I go up there and it's like, it's freaking construct bots. Like it was Hound or something like that. I was like, oh, Target, golly. So went
Like
online.
that's what they should have for like the Walmarts and the Targets, Toys R Us. Like they have to watch like Cybercast and Aftercast so that they get their education.
They get their education.
Like so they know like what us nerds are talking about.
Put them through a 3-week seminar.
Yeah,
We'll test them.
It's like they watch the no sexual harassment video, and then they watch
More important thing.
I'm glad we're after like sexual harassment, even though I think we should be before that. But we'll work on it.
Yeah. That is after.
You
talking
save
about
the
toys
serious
and
stuff to the end, so it's like
Nice.
not acknowledged.
There you go. All right, Dakota, what do you got? You got any hauls this
man,
week?
yeah. I picked up a couple things at Akon. I got the Figure Arts, Broly and Vegito, all for pretty good prices too. Like, I didn't overpay for any of those. I think it was a Bluefin distributor. They may have just been Bluefin, honestly.
Cool.
And I got this like little bitty Bardock, and I don't know what the line's called, but there's like only 3 of them in there, and they look like they're just like downsized, like 4-inch, 3.5-inch Figure Arts, like DBZ characters. So maybe we'll get like a Bardock and a 6 and the regular Figure Art scale. That'd be pretty sick. And leading us to why I know it's $50 shipping from Hasbro Toy Shop, I ordered Combiner Wars Leader Ultra Magnus, and to make it the full 50 or 55, I went ahead and got the Marvel Infinite Series Dev's Head. And they charged me tax for some stupid reason. Like, dude, HTS isn't in Louisiana. That's dude. I was like, man, come on.
Yeah, I gotta pay that, the tax too.
I hate that. Like, the internet used to be so great.
It's just companies like that. I mean, Mattel's the same way, but you got Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source. They don't do that. But anything else?
I'll be picking up a $400 box set in a couple of days. Does that count?
No.
No,
That's
not
actually
until it's in hand.
Yeah.
I got you.
Dalton, what do you got?
I got quite a bit. I got Wall Rider and Slingshot. I got Groove and Viper. Warpath,
There you go.
part of the package deal, and then Leader Class Ultra Magnus.
Cool. Right on.
Did we have an Aftercast last week?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay.
Pretty sure
Oh,
we did.
I guess I'm up.
Yep.
Wait, was Akon, was that last weekend or was that the week before?
That was last weekend.
I've already talked about
because we had the
trade
Sunday
and stuff.
show.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so sorry. I got Masterpiece MP10B, so nobody can tease me. That's oh my god, dude.
I break into his house later tonight and just take it.
Got that, and then also got the MP10 Eva as well.
Awesome.
Those are the two
Nice.
things that actually came in. Ordered a bunch of other stuff, so. But those are two, Masterpiece, and oh god, man, I'll have to shout him out on next Cybercast because I wanted to give him a shout out because the guy, he gave them to me at what he paid for them, and they've never even been transformed yet.
Oh wow. Nice.
And everything. So like, yeah, what he paid for MP10B, what he paid for the Eva, like at retail, like he gave them to me those prices and not inflated. So I wanted to give his eBay a shout out so people could check his stuff out, but I'll do that next Cybercast stuff.
Sweet.
If you're watching, sorry man, I forgot. So
I'll
a lot of
remind him.
stuff going on. Yeah.
For me, let's see. I got the Quickslinger Breaknet, the Slingshot, Wild Rider. Also, I think, was that this week? Or was that last week? No, that was last week. No, sorry. Oh, man. All right. I got Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, though. I did get that. I did find that at retail, which was nice. Protectobots, no. Sucks. I did get the Firefair King of Evil set for my Hegemon. So now he's taller than my Raptors, which is nice, and he's on par with Orion. Some Marvel Legends stuff, some mainly Winter Soldier figures. And finally got the last, even though there's only 2 for Raijino, but I got Bakurio. If that's Bakurio, I don't know how the hell you pronounce the name, but I got that dude. So now I can form God Raijino, and so got the DX, really nice stickers unapplied, all that good stuff. So happy. Which for all you that don't know, that's part of the Eldran series. I was in competition with Takara's Brave series before Tommy and Takara became one. They were in competition in a way. All right, moving on into.
Can we tell the hashtag ROC story real quick?
Yeah, go for it. Sure.
Dakota, you want to go? You want to?
Yeah. I can do that. So.
I want to see your face. Put the camera back on.
Oh my God, I'm doing so. Okay.
People want to see faces.
I know you want to see the face. You love the face. So what was it? Acon is when you told me. ROC. It's your Instagram group, right?
Yeah, it's like a it's kind of everything community. It's Roma collectors. So I'm with those guys, and we put hashtag ROC for Roma collectors. And I have done this before to whenever I post on Instagram, like sometimes the hashtag flows over to Twitter because it doesn't grab them all. And there's a bot which is Rochester, New York, which anything hashtag ROC, the bot automatically retweets that stuff. So I probably took 100 pictures with that, and I had 100 retweets from them. So people that are just trying to follow what's going on in Rochester, New York, we're finding all about this convention.
And naturally, I abused the system. So I'm just posting every now and again. I'll just post something ridiculous, and then hashtag ROC. Like if you go to my Twitter right now, you'll see what I'm talking about.
There, I was like,
they retweeted it. So.
Yeah, I was like touching balls. Hashtag ROC. Bam, it's there. Like the news outlet for Rochester, New York.
Nice tweet, Dakota.
So, every time we want to tweet out like Cybercast or Aftercast, we need to start doing hashtag ROC. That way, there's another few thousand people to get to see the tweets.
Oh my goodness.
You guys can do it too. Just post the most ridiculous tweet you can think of, hashtag ROC, that sucker will get retweeted.
It will. He's not kidding.
Gosh.
Abuse the system. You want more people to see it? There you go.
Well, how's it going, Trent?
Pretty good. You? How's it going, everybody?
Pretty
What's
good.
up, man?
We were going over our hauls. Did you happen to get anything this week?
Not yet. There's supposed to be a show coming up, like sometime in July. I pick up collectors. I'm usually going to try to hold my cash until then.
Talking San Diego Comic Con, huh?
No, it's a little like toy show that they have here, like at the end of July, I believe. So, and plus, most things that I've seen, most of the latest stuff that's come from stores are, for the most part, almost already happening.
Cool.
Yeah, and Trent and I, we're going to Texas Comic Con too, man. San Antonio.
Awesome.
We're gonna eat some Mexican food. I'm gonna sleep on this floor.
There's no shortage of that here. There is no shortage of that here.
Josh likes to cuddle. Watch out.
That's why, dude. That's why Dane, dude. He was just like, I'm not going to Botcon this year. I was like, why not? He was like, dude, Josh is going, and like, it was a great experience.
James and I were the partners in the bed, and ours. And then, like, after the first night, James was just like, No, I'm just making a pallet on the floor. He goes, man, you like, well, whatever. You move around a lot. So
I decided just to camp out on the floor. So, yeah, there you go.
Dude, he really liked the Dakota Dalton system a lot more than the Josh system.
he's like, can I like partner up over there? Because I think I'd actually even have more room.
So,
I can't help it, man. I sleep and I act out my dreams. You know, sometimes.
Not good.
Sometimes I think
act out my dreams. I don't want to be a part of it. You can cast someone else in that little movie. So. And the funny thing is, like, before the whole ordeal, it's like, okay, so we're getting ready to go to Botcon. We have our last Cybercast or whatever, and we're talking like, here's Josh saying, okay, make sure you clip your nails. I don't want some sharp nails on your feet kind of rubbing up against me. And all that kind of stuff. He's the one that's like cuddling or getting too close. I'm like, maybe no. I don't think.
Like, hey, dude. So, what are you doing? Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good though. It was all good. We'll be partnering up with Dalton next time. There you go. Going into topics, don't have a lot. I apologize. I'm actually remodeling my bathroom downstairs, so I didn't put a lot of time here. But
new toy shelves.
Yeah, I was gonna like remodel the bathroom actually into a new toy room, but then my wife started like, "What are you doing? Put the toilet back in the bathroom and the sink, and what do you know? You can't knock out the shower." Oh, come on.
Open the medicine cabinet, like all the little Lego minifigures are in there. So.
They just topple on top of your face.
So, oh well. I thought I had an extra room, but no, it didn't work. But kind of some things I want to talk about. We kind of mentioned on the Cybercast, but we'll get into that in a second. But real quickly, what do you guys think about? I'm getting into RID car robots again, and we got Black Convoy there. Awesome character. Love the fact that he, had scanned Optimus a little bit, and he has this little bit of personalities of both sides. But what do you guys think about having Black Convoy, or sometimes he's named Nemesis, or sometimes he's named Scourge? What do you guys think about the names? Should they go to one, finalized name to depict this character? Because it seems like every time we get a Prime mold, you're gonna get a Nemesis or a Black Convoy or something. What do you guys think about having that character just become its own?
I think Nemesis Prime is kind of the
best.
The best one. Obviously, whenever you're referring to, like in Japan, they're gonna call him, Black Convoy, because they call Optimus Prime. They just call him Convoy. So that's basically it's the same thing. But the Scourge thing, I don't like. To me, he's the Transformer that looks like a surfboard. So,
oh yeah.
To me, that's who that character is.
I gotta disagree with Josh, dude. I'm all about Team Scourge.
Nope. We can never agree on anything.
Sushi. We like the same sushi.
Yes.
We like Mexican food. Love Mexican food.
Yep, love that too.
But nope, Transformers.
When it comes to Transformers,
you're always totally wrong. Yeah. So that's why we can't agree on anything.
What color is Rumble?
Oh God.
He's red.
Nope, he is purple. Blue. Everybody says blue. It's purple. It's either
See,
I'm
you're gonna start
he
this
looks
whole
purple.
Thing about Rumble is purple, not blue. Like it's gonna be some weird like 6-letter acronym thing, and I just can't get behind that system. Like I'm just gonna stop you right there. Rumble's red.
All right, let's move on because Dakota's wrong.
We could have a huge discussion on Rumble and Frenzy. Are you Team Rumble or are you Team Frenzy?
Tune in next week. No.
Blue or red?
The whole thing is people usually like the cartoon accuracy. Like whenever you're talking like Grimlock's eyes, people usually prefer cartoon accuracy.
True. When was it? Was it Transformers Prime that they finally released the blue Rumble?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was like the first time or something.
First time it was specified, because there was the United 2-pack of Rumble and Frenzy.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, they were both in the same box, and I think like their names were on top of each other or something like that instead of side by side.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that too.
Now, as far as the masterpiece goes, because G1 Toys, they got it wrong, and when Takara makes the masterpiece figures, they make it to look, they go for toy accuracy. Where in Hasbro, when they come out with, the cartoon accuracy. So to keep up with the toy accuracy, Takara made the decision wrong again, but for nostalgia, they called Frenzy blue, or and Rumble was red. So that's one that was done.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget IDW Comics. They got it right too. They made Frenzy blue. So.
Nope.
Nope.
So I don't read those.
Oh man, I saw the newest. I think it was the newest one where you see all the combiners in there, and at the very end, the last panel is good old Optimus Prime combined, saying, "I guess I'll have to take over or chime in or do something." I was like, "Oh, cool."
I need to get the Combiner Wars comics.
So I thought that was pretty cool to. At least everything that we're seeing is in fiction, it has a purpose. But yet we still don't have some of these characters that are in fiction, like Galvatron, Skylynx, some guys that I really want to see.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Are they just considering Galvatron as that Galvatronus? Are they doing that, or is he actually like an?
Are they still? Is he still like Galvatron from the first arc?
I think he's. I don't know. To be honest with you. The last one of the Combiner Wars graphic novel, they have him from whichever one was the one that befriended Nova.
Okay, yeah, from the
Okay,
from the first arc then.
So
That's good.
it doesn't seem too bad of a character as far as fast forwarding when RC teamed up with him to because of Prowl and Devastator. At least the last graphic novel I saw of him in there, but I would like to see that actually come to toy form. But another thing I kind of want to get your guys' opinion. Watching some of these reviews of Transformer toys, and everyone, they do a great job. I'm not here to, dislike anything. But what do you guys think about when people compare CHUG to Masterpiece to the point that, like, they're trying to integrate CHUG into Masterpiece or vice versa, and, like, think, well, like, let's say the Raptors, especially in the third party, but, like, the iGear Raptors. People sometimes think that they could be equivalent to Masterpiece, but I don't think they're really designed for that. They're more for the CHUG line, but maybe that's just a matter of opinion. I don't know. I just kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on that.
For me, it's just one of those things that you don't compare. Like, you're not going to compare a movie toy to a CHUG toy.
Yeah.
You're going to compare a movie toy to another.
Like the Hunt for the Decepticon movie toys.
Well,
those, like
Don't
more
get
than that.
technical. Just understand what he was saying. You don't have to
That's like
take it apart.
that's like saying you can compare. Well,
What about animated to CHUG? Can we go that route? That's a.
It's fine.
You knew what he was saying.
But, like, let's say leader class
You had to
Ultra Magnus for the Generations line. People are going to start thinking, Masterpiece. Maybe that will fit in a little better. Or they always do the. I don't care about the comparisons because we call it collect, certain sizes and Masterpieces a certain scale, which is cool. But it just seems kind of weird to throw that in there, or like even G Creations Dinobots, thinking that they could maybe fit into the Masterpiece. Not really. I mean, yeah, they're taller than the cars, but they're not near as tall as Grimlock or all that. I was just kind of curious. I don't know. I was like,
I don't know.
I think they should integrate the two together.
I think it's silly. Yeah.
yeah, it is.
So.
Hey, someone in the chat or in the comment, just put whatever. Just put a 1. I want to make sure it's working. So.
A 1.
Yeah, or just something. Just comment something. Put comment, whatever. 'cause I'm refreshing it,
No one's
and
talking.
I don't see anything yet. You got, you love yours, so.
And then lastly, we kind of talked about it on the Cybercast, or we were going to talk about it. I jotted it down. As far as kind of not collecting the Masterpiece third-party figures, but what do you guys do think about when we looked at the Make Toys third-party Headmaster Masterpiece toys? Do you feel maybe inclined to maybe get those just because Takara may not get around to that anytime soon? Or, maybe not.
Unfortunately, that's kind of the chance you take with getting any third-party toy. Is that one day out of the blue? Who'd have thought that? Well, who'd have thought that Takara would have decided to do like a masterpiece Star Saber this quickly? I mean, do you pretty much take the chance on either waiting and and at the rate they're going, how many years will it be before they actually get around to doing the Headmaster?
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah. But for the longest time they were pumping out new MP molds like it was going out of style. Now it's like we're starting to kind of get one mold that's painted into 2 or 3 different characters. And you have Tracks, and Bumblebee, and Wheeljack. Like there wasn't a whole lot they could do with them, like the Dachshund, the Seekers, or anything like that. So I think they're starting to run out of repaint potential, and it's going to be a slower process now.
Well, as long as all that the money is going back into all right, let's get all this repaint potential out. Let's build some base here. That way, whenever we need to come out with a Wheeljack and hey, maybe we make an exhaust, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. That we can come out with some of these other characters that maybe only have like 1 or 2. Now, there's still quite a bit of repaint potential out there to last you for a few years, actually.
Yeah.
But you're talking retooling stuff, Hoist, Trailbreaker. You're talking about Grapple, Inferno. So there's several of them out there. Some that are retooled. Coneheads, where the hell are Coneheads? Okay. So there's a lot of stuff out there that they can still do, but as long as they're building the bank up, especially with coming out with the Rainmakers and stuff like that, build the base up that way. Whenever you do release one figure that maybe you don't really have any repaint potential there, it kind of helps pay for that. And here's kind of a sidebar question. Let's say they come out with a character for Masterpiece. There's really no other repaint potential for it because Masterpiece has to be accurate. That's what we want. That's what makes it the Masterpiece. It's not putting a different head on Transformers Prime Wheeljack and painting them Chrome Dome colors and calling them Chrome Dome. This has to be accurate. So would you guys mind, like with a Masterpiece, when you only have that one mold to do one paint of that character, them coming out with the second one and doing like, whoa, maybe it's shattered glass, something. Would you mind that in the Masterpiece line? Would you buy that? Or coming out with some different colors and call them a brand new character? Because Masterpiece, even though we like to think it is not just G1. That's just kind of what they stuck with because it sells the best.
Yeah, it shouldn't be just G1.
It could be whatever, from what we saw from the fan vote, that they've kind of left it open there. So would you buy something that if they created a new character or made it shattered glass or something else with it, maybe they just paint that thing pink and turquoise? Would you buy it? I would.
Yep.
I'll put it up.
Yeah, I'd probably buy shattered glass, especially like a MP shattered glass Bumblebee, a black Beetle with yellow racing stripes and a gold bug styled head. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's the one thing that I would not. I don't know. I have a side question to that, but you guys go ahead and answer.
Double side question.
Yeah, another one.
It's like Inception.
It's like Inception. We're gonna forget what the original one was. and
We're just
be
gonna go
lost.
That's just how it's gonna be. Like, I don't make that rule. You know, I just follow up on it.
Anyone else want to answer? You know, you guys would buy a Shattered Glass or any, like,
Or even if they made a new character.
yeah, like the GoBots e-hobby set that they did, that they used the Prowl, or not Prowl, the Power Glide, the what else is in their Huffer mold to kind of homage those kind of characters. Would you?
Mhm.
We got a Power Glide. Would you expect them to do that, or would you buy that? I mean, I would probably, just because it'd be kind of cool, different.
Be weird getting
I think it would be
leader one.
neat, but I wouldn't buy it because, like, I don't know, I'm not Count Marzo.
Not Count Marzo.
Yeah, I probably would buy a leader one from MP Starscream.
Yeah. Optimus Prime redecoed into He-Man with the
Yeah.
loincloth. Count Marzo's all over that. But holding up not the Power Sword but the Star Saber.
He
No.
just jumps into our hangout.
MP10 into Captain America, that would be something I'd probably buy.
Oh yeah, that's another question I was gonna.
Or do you like some crazy
He into
customs,
John Wayne.
like you see crazy customs and stuff like that of? Because a great example from what I mean by this kind of question or whatever is like MP10 Eva, you know, to where it's Evangelion doesn't really go with Transformers, but they did that kind of mashup, and I think it's really cool looking. And you know, since I saw it for the first time, I was like, dude, that looks awesome, you know, because I like the way the paint scheme worked. I have no idea what Evangelion is. I've still yet to watch anything from that. I don't know anything from it.
You should watch it. It's good.
But that's a cool paint job on an MP10, though. So
It's also a
I was
very
like, I
Shattered
want it.
Glass paint job on the MP10 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, could have been, you know, at least for the Western collectors.
Well, that kind of leads me to my side note.
Oh, comments
Go
are
Corey.
working.
Cool.
Couple of guys, you know, sad there's no chat. We're trying to figure that out. If someone knows some secret to it, because to be honest, I don't know what I did to make the chat enabled on my show, and then Jamin, it says on, I believe, Jamin, it says it's enabled, but it's not doing it, right?
Yep, it's enabled, and it just doesn't pop up for some reason. But the side note is, Masterpiece is Takara. That's their bread and butter. And Hasbro just takes what the release molds are and, you know, tweaks them or changes them to whatever they want. Now, do you think Takara will ever get around to doing the Hasbro exclusive European line, like the Turbo Masters Predators? You know, like we talked about the Wheeljack mold, it was turned into exhaust. There's still Slicer, but that was a European Action Master exclusive. And you have Shatterglass, which is it's a Hasbro Fun Pub, you know, exclusive kind of line. Do you think Takara would go that route and maybe trying to integrate that to utilize the mold, or would it just be, no, they're just going to stick to what they've released, or from the die clone to all that?
Dude, I think that would be what Hasbro would do as soon as the molds are released to them. Because, I mean, Takara's going to do the die clone. They're going to do that. Because, I mean, I think that's more, you know, I would go as far as to say that's more their fan base than what the Hasbro fan base wants.
Yeah.
Even though the Hasbro fan base would, you know, is pretty much like, yeah, die clone, but not. I don't think it's as heavy as the Japanese fan base or even just the Eastern fan base. So I think that's something, you know, if we were to ever see that Masterpiece Wheeljack mold in Hasbro's hands, maybe it'd get a Slicer, maybe it wouldn't. If anyone were to do it, it'd be Hasbro, I think, or it would be Takara.
Yeah.
But then you look at some of the characters like the Road Rage we're getting, the Masterpiece Road Rage. That's an easy Shattered Glass Tracks. That just has like a ladies' waist area, I guess.
True, but it was, yeah. It was.
You know, but Shattered Glass Tracks was based on the Red Die clone tracks. And in turn, you know, there's your dual homage.
True. I don't know. I was just kind of curious. I mean, because like Thunderwing, no, Thunderclash. Sorry, Thunderclash.
Yeah.
I really would love to get a Thunderclash, but that's its own separate mold. Now, unless
Mm-hmm.
again Hasbro used that mold in the United States for the Machine Wars Optimus Prime, but Thunderclash was released, I believe, in Japan. Not quite sure, but I think he was. So I was just kind of curious, if we don't get like those type of characters, I mean, that would be just a shame just to omit that. And I mean, I have a feeling that they would go through all the way to Zone. We get maybe a Masterpiece Atlas, then they would just switch over to like Beast Wars, or start giving us all the different convoys.
You think
Fire
they'd go back
convoy
to
and all that.
Brave?
No,
You know, go back to Masterpiece Brave?
no,
Don't think so.
no. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed, and with the ties to Bandai so closely with the rights to those characters with the SRC and the Soul Chigokin and all that,
Right.
yeah, I don't know if they would be integrated into that line more so.
Yeah.
So they'd be stupid crazy as far as money
I would
wise.
take. I think I would take all the Supreme Commanders. Like, you know, I would love Masterpiece Beast Wars, man. I would adore that. But I don't know, like
I'd hate it.
there's so like there's almost as many between Japanese and American Beast Wars characters to run through as there are, I guess, just the American Transformers, the G1 guys. Like, there's a ton of those characters.
Hmm.
It's like, dude, no, you know, I don't. I would love a Masterpiece like Big Convoy, Primal, you know, stuff like that, Wild Convoy. But man, I think I would actually pass on a Masterpiece line unless it just tackled, you know. Even then, I would want the rest. So no, none of them. Just give me the Supreme Commanders, and we'll call it a day.
Okay. Cool.
There is a Beast Wars Masterpiece line. It's called Generations. All you get.
Here we go with this again. Like, dude, it never changes.
That's all you get.
Oh, you mean that thing that's putting out hollowed out combiners for the last year? Yeah, no thanks. I'm good on that.
So, I do have 3 questions. If you want me to read them now, James?
Sure.
Okay. Cameron, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, so I'm just gonna say Cameron. He says what we were talking about a while ago. As long as the mold is good, I would probably buy every character, regardless of prior existing masterpiece. So I agree with him there. Let's see.
That's the awesome thing about MP, though, dude. It's premier, like, design. You know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for? The creativity, the integration. It's all like top of the line.
Hmm.
I like about it. Engineering, great engineering.
RX Lee 339 says, "For me, I will buy a third-party masterpiece, style, but I will keep it on a third-party masterpiece shelf. You know, like so to have those guys separate, like on their own thing, just like." I'm sure a lot of you guys have, like, I have my Autobot masterpiece shelf, I have my Decepticon masterpiece shelf, and, you know, maybe you have your third-party masterpiece shelf, because there certainly are enough of them now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then here's a question from RW Basis 3. It says, when building up a G1 collection, how do you feel about looking at the commemorative or Takara collections as opposed to the originals? It's a really good question, because there's a lot to dive into there.
There is.
Yeah.
You know, me, like, I usually try to go with originals, but I have several Takara collections, I have several commemorative series, and you know, going in between those, like you look at some of the commemorative series. So you take the Dotsons, you know, with Silver Streak, Blue Streak, and Prowl. With the commemorative series, they have black weapons, so they're not the chrome. So yeah, they're just the black molded plastic, and also they don't have the missile firing feature, with Takara Collection, they are going to have the chrome weapon and they're going to have the missile firing feature. Now, let's say if you get a really good deal on a commemorative series, it's not hard to keep that figure and then go buy the 2 missile launchers and the chrome gun for, a few bucks, and you can still probably get it cheaper than the Takara Collection. But those are some of the things. You look at a character like Hoist. Well, the commemorative series comes with all the chrome stuff and everything that you get with Takara Collection. You just don't have the missile firing feature. So you just kind of need to feel how, what do you want to sacrifice? If you're just a collector, you put stuff on your shelf, then who cares about the missile firing feature? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I want my things to look accurate to what they did as the originals with all the chrome weapons. So sometimes you can go commemorative. The other times, Takara Collection or Encore, the originals, obviously, if you can find them in great condition and not screwed up, and you probably have to buy new stickers. But I've got stuff from several of the lines, so and it just depends on what you're looking for your shelf. Do you care about that missile firing feature? And do you care about it looking as original as possible with like chrome weapons? Because there's a lot of stuff out there. Sometimes you can go some cheaper routes, and it pays off to educate yourself on figures like Hoist. Dude, you can spend $20 or $25 on eBay for Hoist for a commemorative series and get what you get with the original and Takara. So. James, I know you collect a lot of G1. Do you want to add anything to that? I mean,
I collect a little bit of G1.
A few.
Just a few, but
you've got like
3. Well, I could probably count them on my one hand, but it all depends. I mean, it's your collection, so you can do whatever you want. Obviously, you're gonna do that, but even going into the realm of knockoffs, you have a certain budget, and let's say you want. Let's say Scorponok. We know that's been knocked off. You can get that a lot cheaper than getting an original, and you're going to get all the little parts and pieces, and so it's complete and all that. And I mean, the only one that's going to know that's a knockoff is you, and so you can go that route. As far as original to commemorative and the Takara Collection or e-hobby stuff, I mix and match just because sometimes it's just really cool to get something that's brand new. You're going to open it up. You're going to be the first one to transform it, put the stickers on, all that type of stuff. And you get that nostalgic kind of feel, too, at times. But like what Josh said, if you're looking at the Hasbro release stuff, you have to be aware of that stipulation of safety regulations, unfortunately. Like the smokestacks on Optimus Prime, they're going to be the short ones. There's going to be no firing feature. The missiles are going to be elongated for the trailer portion of the of the base mode, and firing feature is going to be taken away from the any type of missile firing feature of anything. So it all depends. But if you can get a good deal on an official G1, I mean, like back in the day G1, cool. If you want to just get one of the reissues, cool. I mean, you have to also remember some of the reissues are different too between each other. You look at the eHobby first New Year's release of Sideswipe, he's different from their re-release of the New Year's Sideswipe from eHobby. And then you got him in the commemorative line. Then you got all this stuff. You look at the Encore Takara stuff, a lot of those stickers are now tampographed on, opposed to what they used to be in the Takara collection. So there's a lot of things that are kind of different and such, and you just got to keep that in mind. And sometimes the stamp will be different. Like the Prowl won't, maybe from the Takara collection, won't have that 84. Maybe it might have the 86, depending on what they do.
Same with skids, like between the commemorative series, the Takara collection and the original, the tint of the blue of the windshield is different shades as well. So it's just little minor stuff like that is all throughout the line, so. Yeah. And there's people that collected them all that are, they're a little bit different. I'm picking them all up. So.
Yeah, and there is a slight plastic quality difference. I've noticed that with the Encore cassettes. I have some of the originals, but I bought the Encore so I can get the weapons because the weapons can be expensive. So it's just like, why don't you just get the Encore so you can get the figures and you get the gold weapons too. But I was looking at them and I'm like, man, they kind of weigh or they feel different.
Mhm.
But when they're on the shelf and you're not messing around with them, you can't tell and all that. But that's something else. I mean, I know we're getting kind of in depth, but G1's not cheap as far as collecting. So kind of want to be utilize your money wisely. But you said we had some more questions, Josh.
Yes. Let's see. Let me get to Laws first, and then I'll ask Peter Smith. Laws says, "Think we'll ever get another version of Raiden, third party or official?"
God, I wish we got a third-party version of that.
Yeah.
He wasn't a big guy.
I would just like a encore. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. So just encore all the G1 stuff. Give it to me.
God.
Like the last encore we got was Fort Max. I mean, that was a long time ago.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, I think it's no longer Encore; it's Platinum, is what they're going with now.
So you think they're
Changing it
changing the
again.
name to?
It was Takara Collection, and then before that it
Yeah.
was just reissue. It wasn't really under anything, and then they did the box collection. Then they went to Encore, and then now it's Platinum stuff.
Oh, and if you're new to G1 collecting, you think that it's easy enough to be like, wow, that's a lot of crap to have to look up to be, for the title. So I'll just put reissue. Dude,
Good luck.
out of 50 of the things that pull up, 48 of them are going to be KOs. So
Don't put Generations either. It's got a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yep.
let's see, and this is one that Dakota Mike can elaborate on. He says, "You guys care to comment on the smear campaign on Facebook directed at Botcon with bedbugs at Pleasant's Run?"
I wouldn't really call it a smear campaign. I think it was a funny little jab, but I don't know. I think using the Botcon logos was maybe a bit too far. Like if it would have just been, just a fun little joke, and it went out to all the people who follow the Facebook page or whatever. I think that would have been one thing, but I think there was good intent. But
There wasn't any malicious intent.
I
was just
don't
supposed to be
think so.
fun.
But at this point, it's the cool thing to hate fun publications, and I say cool thing in quotes. It's what's popular in some of the online communities, unfortunately. But I don't know. Like it may have been a little too far. You know what I mean? Like go read a hotel review that doesn't have bed bugs mentioned in it, or stinky smells, or this or that, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or
Yeah.
even like food, so someone, doesn't get their way or something at a restaurant, then they're just going to leave negative reviews anyway. So, I mean, you don't even know if this stuff is real or not. But I think I look at it more as kind of a trolling or parody type thing, because like there's all the time, like, let's say reviewed Ultra Magnus and I said I don't like this, and then someone that made a YouTube account or whatever named themselves Ultra Magnus or Ultra Magnus 47 or something like that, or whatever it is. They're like, you don't like me, like they're actually Ultra Magnus, the character that doesn't even exist. Like they try to take on that persona. I'm just like, whatever. I don't even reply to those people. So that I looked at it because I saw it. They were commenting on some of the people that I'm friends with, and I was just like, that's what they're trying to take on, the persona of they're actually those bugs there. So, it's to me, it's just immaturity. So,
Yeah, it's not going to stop BotCon. So
No.
it's just going to. I mean,
I don't
It's
even
a
know
joke,
if
but
that's
it's
their
a
intent or not. So.
It's just opened up immediately after that happened. Like it's not. Like that's not the case at all.
yeah, it's not like I don't know. It just seems kind of odd, and it's it's whatever. But
It's not going to affect anything.
No,
So,
it's not going to affect attendance. No one's going to like stop. Like, oh, I'm not going now. There's going to be no. But real quick, I have kind of a little question, and you guys probably won't care, but I'm just going to throw it out there. G1 Transformer molds back. I don't know. What was it? Back probably in the Revenge of the Fallen movie. They came out with the Encore Ratchet, and they came out with the Encore Ironhide to kind of homage the characters from the movies. They also did that with the Skids mold. They did Skids as green for Skids, and then they did the crosscut, or they used as Screech as Mudflap. Do you think that they should have pursued it a little bit more and maybe done a G1 Optimus with maybe flames on it to kind of homage the movie version and maybe some other stuff? And would you, Josh, directed towards you, G1 fan, would you buy that version, even though it's linked to a movie?
This is actually Encore, like G1 Ironhide painted like the
movie, yeah. And same thing with Skids and Screech to represent Mudflap and Skids and Mudflap.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I wouldn't look at them as like movie stuff. My problem with the movie is I don't like the way it's written.
Yeah.
I think the stories aren't good, and I think the Transformers, they look weird looking, and the toys suck. And that's just my opinion. So if you like them, then fine. But that's what I don't like about them. So I mean, if the story was good, or if I like the design of them, or they actually came out with toys that look cool, then it's not like I'm went out when I heard that there was gonna be a Transformer movie. Like, I'm gonna hate this. No, I was excited, man. I was so pumped. I took the day off so I could go. What was it, June or July 4th or something? I think was the release date of the first one. It was something I remember walking past the poster every single day. I was so pumped for it. So I was like, I can die after this. I get to see this. The two things were, I was like, I need to see episode 1 through 3 for Star Wars, which I obviously thought was going to be better, and I want to finally see a live action Transformer movie, which I thought was going to be like G1 related. And I was like, then my life's complete.
What about the rest of you guys? Would you buy them?
I would buy them. I mean, a silver G1 Sideswipe, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Fallen color G1 Devastator would be interesting. Same with the Combiner Wars. If they did that, that'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, but like taking the G1 constructed
I know.
making the color, yeah.
If it was not clever enough, like, yeah, I think I would. Like the silver sideswipe Paul just mentioned. Yeah.
Red Mirage to kind of be the Dino or whatever he's supposed to be, Mirage, but he's an IndyCar.
Maybe even the green and black Corvette is tracks, even though crosshairs, but let's be real. You know what I mean?
I'm just kind of curious. I mean, they kind of did it, but then they stopped, and it would have been really cool if they would have used the G1 Optimus Prime just with the flames. I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Maybe the trailer and all that stuff, but
or even the Rusty too.
Yeah. But oh well. Even a G1 Starscream with the alien, the Cybertronian tattoos on it. Even if it is a F-15 instead of an F-22, I'd take that.
G2 Megatron colored like Revenge of the Fallen. I know it's not quite G1, but still.
Yeah, still though. Let's see.
A black G1 Jetfire.
See the one I put in the chat? I just figured no.
Do we think that we'll get more Armada Redux figures?
Be awesome.
I hope not. No, I don't mind. I mean, the Hotshot was okay if you got the Henkei.
Yeah.
I I like the Starscream, but again, if you got the Takara. And I don't mind the Armada Megatron. I think that was pretty cool. As long as now that they have the mold, someone give us a Mega Zarek. Just saying, would be kind of fun. But I would like to see maybe a redone Armada Prime.
Oh yes.
Leader class.
I wouldn't mind Scavenger or what's it, Scavenger?
Yeah.
That out of the scoop mold, some people have talked about.
Tidal Wave. I would love to see that.
Yeah, another Tidal Wave for sure.
Yeah.
Titan class.
Oh man.
Oh, that would go perfect with my Botcon 2014 pirate.
Yeah, that
Right.
man.
I mean, the Armada one already, I think goes pretty well with them, but it's not quite in scale depending on which print you look at. If you look at the, the comic or the Hoist the Flag poster, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the Hoist the Flag, he looks good as his original voice self, but definitely one that would be a little bit bigger. Yeah, I mean, I would bite on it just because of the 14 set.
I would definitely get the Legends Seekers. We got a Titan class Tidal Wave. Oh, that would be cool. Other than that, though, I don't know. I mean, I would prefer Armada over Energon. There's only a couple of Energon figures that I maybe would want, but definitely Cybertron. Out of the three, though, I would rather have Cybertron or Galaxy Force.
Yeah.
Definitely a new Leo Breaker.
Yeah. I mean that Galvatron's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Prime is one of the best. It's still one of my top 3 Optimus Primes ever made. Is Galaxy Force.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anything else?
I have something here that I just read, a post from Captured Prey. It says, at this time, all the orders that include Breakneck Quick Slinger or both have been processed and refunds issued. And it's telling you how they're refunding everything. So did they put up a pre-order that they didn't have it secured?
Who knows?
I think that was from a long time ago.
The distributor fell
I
through.
remember a long time ago they put something up and then they quickly took it down.
It was like back in March, I think.
Oh, well, they just issued this an hour ago.
Wow.
So it's got to be something recent. There's more to it. Once again, I apologize for the inconvenience with these figures. This situation sucks. I know all too well. It's exceptionally abnormal situation.
That does suck right before they're taking off for Botcon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's little stuff like that makes people be like, well, I'm just gonna start ordering from BBTS, so I don't have this problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because Orson's a cool guy. I like Capture Prey.
Yeah, cool guy. I've ordered stuff from him before, and so I spend my money like all throughout everywhere, but it's little things like that make you think whenever something's like kind of limited or some type of an exclusive, or it's going to be hot. Like, nope, even if it might be even a little bit more, I'm going with the sure thing, so I don't get any of this stuff because it's happened before.
Yeah, it sucks. It seems like it's being monopolized by the bigger guns like BBTS, TF Source, and the little guys like Toy Dojo or Capture Prey
Mm-hmm.
are getting kind of screwed, which isn't fair.
And it's happened before with the Warbitron.
Ages 3 and up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it happens like a few times a year, and it's one of those things where I don't want to have to be be like, hey, I want to deal with some of the smaller e-tailers and stuff like that, but I don't want to have to deal with not getting it, but we'll refund you. No, it's not the refund because I paid for it. I want it, but now do I get that refund? I have to go online and buy it secondhand for twice the amount of money. So
yeah, because you missed out on BBTS if they sold out when you had an opportunity to get it. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
So it makes it with like limited type stuff that,
Yeah.
dude, just go to the bigger retailers so that I know that, dude, it's in there and I'm getting it. You know, there's not going to be any. BBTS has even had emails and stuff like that before, but I'm just saying for like, you know, limited stuff like that, then, you know,
Yeah.
it sucks. You know, so it happens. It's going to happen again when San Diego Comic-Con comes around. You know, like we're trying to secure this amount of stock, and it's not going to end up equaling the exact amount. Some people are going to get refunded. So best way to secure that is to order it from the, you know, whatever, you know, like a Hasbro toy shop, or, you know, someone going there that's nice enough to, yeah, you send them PayPal money and pick something up for you. So
Yeah. Speaking of like Botcon, I've seen a lot of pre-orders, obviously, for not just the set, but now that we got the prices for the souvenirs, and a lot of people are really banking on the 4 souvenir set being the bugs, the waspinators. Think it's true? They're speculating.
I would imagine so. Hard to see how they fit into the story, but I mean, we'll know that. I'll know that Wednesday night.
Do you think there's a lot more leaks this year than previous years?
Well, let's see. We have all but 3 that have been leaked, per se. 4 if you count the custom class. We can consider that instead of 3 and 4, consider it 2 and 3, because everyone's swearing up and down that on the comic preview that they posted on the website before they blotted it out even more, that it was very clearly the scoop mold of Sergeant Hound. We'll see. I certainly wouldn't rule it out. It would make sense.
Yeah.
But so anyways, at the very least, 2, at the very most 3, not including custom class toys that have been leaked. Last year we had all but Ape Link and Flare Up that were leaked. They were, they were on the rumor list, but they weren't actually leaked as far as either material unintentionally or, some hard copies making it out of the, stolen copies rather, making it or Korea or wherever they're doing, they have the factories now. 2013, I think the only one that was really leaked was Sandstorm. And, there was the Thundercracker on the hat that everyone jumped to the conclusion, of course, right. 2012, Kickover, the Junkions, and Spinister, and Shatterglass Straxus. All of those were kept secret until the very end. So it's about what it was last year, for the most part. Oh, and the clones, they weren't leaked last year either. It was Alcatrizer, Flame War, the Hunter. I want to say the Hunter. The Hunter wasn't leaked. Needless to say, like, we have had quite a few leaks this year, but
Well, thanks to the Cybercast, we leaked the box set. I mean, it was there for a while.
Right.
But I just seem like there's more leaks this year, or people are speculating, throwing out stuff like General Optimus Prime, and then the Waspinators, and then
the Black Skids.
Yeah, the Black Skids, and then now you said Sergeant Hound. I mean, it just seems like, okay, well, we got, what's the surprise?
You have Classics Police Sunstreaker, the Diaclone Sunstreaker, Police Sunstreaker.
Clampdown?
That's being, speculated at, like, that's probably one as well.
Nice. Clampdown, cool.
Probably. You know what I mean? You would think of the packet of skids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
He did say that, like, a Diaclone, it'd be like do a 2-pack.
Right. So, that, and you see a whole lot of Prowls and other police-oriented, robots in that comic preview. You see, like, Owl Prowl, you see RID Prowl. So, very likely Police Sunstreaker. Very likely.
So, Clampdown and maybe a deep cover.
Yeah.
That would be cool, too. Damn.
Which really then only leaves us with one, and that would probably be the 3D. But we won't know. Right now, we can only speculate on 2.
Cool. Let's see. We got another question.
I got a comment real quick. Cameron says
Okay.
another example of the big stores only is Fans Toys. The X Dinobots, the ones that were painted silver, they were limited to 1,000, and only the big stores got them. So yeah.
Oh, the Diaclones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are TFCon exclusives.
And I guess your last question here from RW Basis 3. Getting into the Masterpiece line also, definitely looking at DX9's Kari, but definitely want a Masterpiece Galvatron. Do you think Takara will come out with a Masterpiece Galvatron, or will another company do it first? Takara's coming out with one, so just hold your money.
Yeah.
Man, I so want that Scourge. if Takara does come out with Galvatron. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing I don't get why third-party companies. I mean, we go back and forth. We always say like, well, why doesn't Takara do this? Like I've complained a lot. Like Deep Cover and Clampdown, we've talked about. They have the mold. It's the red alert and it's the side swipe.
Yeah.
And so why not give us that?
Just make them limited, you know.
They're giving us the road rage, and stuff. So they're dabbling in the Diaclone, but it just seems odd that third-party companies aren't going the route of let's give us those obscure characters that we want. Finally, Mastermind Creations showing us the Overlord, or maybe giving us some indication that they're actually going to pursue it, which is cool. But it's especially getting Impactor. That's awesome. But these other characters too out there that maybe Hasbro and Takara is not going to do. Why don't we get? It would be great. I want a Magnum. I want some of these other guys.
Oh yeah,
that are.
Yeah.
I'm talking the pre-Ultra Magnus Magnum, Josh, not the gun.
Oh, I was thinking the gun Magnum. we didn't get Transformers, dude.
No.
I want that
You're
sucker
talking
so
about
bad.
the Wing. What series is that? Magnum was in the Wing series.
I think
Was
so.
that the series? Yeah.
I was talking about the gun
Batacons
robot.
But yes, I wouldn't mind the Machine Robo Magnum either. I mean, that would be kind of cool. But I don't think anyone's going to be making a 357 for us in the toy form.
Hell yeah.
How about a IDW Sentinel Prime?
Yeah. I would like an IDW Star Saber or Thunder or Metal Hawk. I like Metal Hawk. Or give us Rodimus. It's that type of stuff I just don't get, because we talked about it, how third parties are going the Masterpiece route.
Yeah, they are.
Yet I would love to get more IDW CHUG classic kind of figures instead. But I guess I don't know if we're a minority or whatever, but it just seems kind of like, come on.
For a while there, we were getting the IDW Chug classic stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, what would even be cool is like you got IDW Brainstorm sitting there, Voyager, for them to come out with that scale, that aesthetic, for other headmasters that would kind of fit that.
Yeah.
So you could have the rest of those headmasters instead of making a masterpiece or doing them smaller like kind of Fans Project is, but you make them to go with your IDW Brainstorm.
Yeah, I would love for Fans Project to get back into the Warbot series.
For
Their
real.
headmasters, just stuff like that, or Mech Ideas getting back on the ball of doing Wreckers, something. I want a Gauntlet,
Or
or no, not Gauntlet, Guzzle. I just want a nice, articulated Guzzle. Dark of the Moon's okay. G1, don't really care about the Spark feature and all that, but.
Yeah, Rotor Storm.
Rotor Storm, yeah. With his face blown off. I would love that.
Just have an alternate head.
Yeah. I mean, well, they gave us that with Twin Twist. I mean, why not? I have him displayed with my stalker. It's fun.
I wonder if Mech Idea doesn't try to tackle him.
But it's just that type of stuff. I think there's a market for it. I know that people would buy it, but it just seems like they need to go the Dinobot route, but I think that's fading away. But it's the Masterpiece line that's here to stay.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue on with all that. And I'm not saying it looks bad or it's, they shouldn't do that because a lot of that stuff looks good. But, like Josh, I want official stuff for that elite shelf.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of look at it. The rest of it, like the CHUG, give me all the characters that look like they should look like, or updated versions.
Updated versions, yeah.
Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to talk about, or you guys want to end it right there? Going for about an hour, a little over an hour. Got 17 viewers.
Kind of hungry.
Hungry. So I guess that means we're ending it.
So
Send your comments to Josh if you didn't want to. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Josh does. He regulates all the hate mail. Goes directly to him.
Goes through it.
You can find me at Primal Sabbath at Go ahead and send me your hate.
So I guess we'll end it there. I really do appreciate all the live viewers. We're here again next week at our new time, 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and don't forget to go check out the Cybercast. It's in video form on G1 Extron's channel, and that airs at its new time, also at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But you want to outro yourselves, starting off with Charles. Glad you stuck around, man.
Yeah. I'm Charles. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Optimus4Prez.
Awesome. Dakota?
I'm Dakota. You can find me at Primal Sabbath. You can also find me in St. Charles, Illinois this coming week at a lucrative golf resort.
I want you to play at least one round of golf.
Dude, I am. Thursday we're playing golf, so
Sweet.
come out for that. Don't come out for the toys or anything.
You actually might shoot better than Tiger Woods did. Tiger Woods shot an 85.
Well,
So you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at DaltoniansTS.
Josh?
And you can find me G1 Hextron on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, my Twitch TV, and my Facebook page is the G1 Hextron.
Trent?
You can find me online at Trent5 at Facebook and Twitter.
Cool. And you can find me, Victory Saber 77 on Twitter and YouTube, and we will see you guys next week.
All right.